say more depth and more relevance. We'll talk about a little bit more about that later. Hare Krishna, Hare... Oh, way down there. I'm trying to remember Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, That verse I just chanted is translated to mean Harinam, Harinam, Harinam means the holy names, the holy names, the holy names. So it's emphasized 3 times for importance. Eva Kevalam, there's no, the holy names, the holy names, the holy names. There is Lona Steva Nastya Eva, Nasta Eva means no other way. There's no other way. For this age, this is the means for achieving everything. Spiritual, material, everything is contained within the holy names. So I'm going to speak a little bit now about the holy names. It is the food, prasadam, and chanting Hare Krishna. Those are the main things that we're known for. The holy names are a big part of the practice, philosophy, lifestyle of someone who is endeavouring on this path of bhakti yoga. So it's constantly emphasised in the scriptures. It's constantly referred to by all the great saints and acharyas, that actually the importance of chanting Hare Krishna cannot be underestimated. It's a very simple thing, and you think, how can something, just repeating words over and over, how can that have such a great effect? Or how can it actually, is it brainwashing? Is it just some belief that you have to have? But it's a lot more, there's a lot more to it than simply just repetition of some mundane sounds. So first of all, I'd like to just, for those who did take the opportunity to offer a prayer while they were chanting, I'd like to talk about we'll jump straight into the different types of chanting that we can do. So we can chant in the mode of our motivation or our reason for chanting. This is particularly not so much with kirtan, although kirtan is there, but particularly with japa chanting, with your personal chanting on your beads. There's 2 types of chanting on your beads: personal meditation, which is your alone time with Krishna, where this is the time when you sit and you will spend time alone with Krishna in his form of the holy name. And so your motivation for chanting, why do you chant? So this is maybe also applicable for your prayer that you may have offered now. So those who are conditioned by the mode of ignorance, they will chant japa and maybe even kirtan also from a motivation of fear, that they don't want to suffer, they don't want to they know they're supposed to, and if they don't, then they might get punished. There might be some lightning might strike them if they don't do some tapasya for God. So there's a motivation of fear that I must chant because otherwise I'll get in trouble or something bad will happen. That's it's not you can chant in any state of mind, any state of consciousness, any situation. This is the if you're chanting, if your motivation for chanting is to actually get some benefit, get some material benefit, particularly, you're thinking, look, if I chant, Krishna will fulfill my desires for the things that I desire, I want. If I'm good and I'm pious and I'm religious, then my life will be materially better. I will get good situation. This is chanting in the mode of passion. So we all have desires. We all want a happy life, a good life, nice situation, no problems, no stress. And so if we chant with that motivation, I will chant, and my prayer is, please Lord, help me, become, solve my problems for me. And I have things that I need, things that I want, even not just for myself, even for my family or for my, my work or my business or any of these things. This is chanting in mode of passion. Chanting in mode of goodness, the motivation in the mode of goodness is out of duty. I've taken a vow. I've promised my guru to chant. I've done. The scriptures say that it's the best thing, so I chant. This is good. This is good to be honourable to your vows and to your commitments, and sense of duty is always a good thing. There's nothing wrong with that. But this is the motivation is to fulfill. You're not wanting anything in return. You're doing it out of duty. Yeah. But better than that is pure goodness, Sudanam, which is pure chanting, which is chanting for Krishna's pleasure only. It's for his pleasure. When someone calls your name, you take note. Hey Guru, yes, immediately, right? You respond. So Krishna is the same. You call his name, he's there. He's responding, and so he's listening, and he likes it. He likes to have his name called. So to chant with that mood of actually, I'm chanting because it brings pleasure to Krishna. It brings, on a deeper level, chanting the word Hari. Hari is a form of Radha and her form of Hara. So that gives pleasure to Krishna when he hears Radha's name being chanted. And when you chant Krishna, this gives pleasure to Radha because she likes to hear Krishna's name being chanted. And when you chant Rama, this is both of them. Madhusudan, Ma, and Radha. Rama. So this is just something to think about when we can analyze. I'm not going to ask, but we can analyze our prayers that we may offer and think: was this a prayer for? Was this a business transaction? I'm chanting, I'll do this and you do this for me. Was this a request for Krishna to do something for us, or was it a prayer for just to deepen our love and attachment and attitude of service towards the Lord? Yeah. Ultimately, Krishna is pure love. There's nothing else, and that's what he seeks. And this is what I had a message today from a friend who said, why does Krishna give us so many hurdles? Why doesn't he make it easy? Anyone have a suggestion as to why that is? Why does he give us so many challenges and hurdles?
Because we don't remember him when we have everything like that.
Because we don't remember him,
Yeah.
so he gives us challenges.
Yeah.
Is he mean? Is he mean and nasty?
I think it's not he's testing us in terms of who we are. What should we be doing? I did not realize all this until I had the stroke last year, October, and after that I got better and I started reading Bhagavad Gita as it is. It is an awakening lifetime for me. Krishna is always there with us. Whether you in a good situation or a bad situation, he's there with us. We just need to remember him in every way we can. He's always gonna bless us.
Mm-hmm.
But us humans get very greedy. We forget him. We get busy with other things, we forget him.
Mm-hmm. So the challenges you're saying are there to remind us to take shelter.
Yes.
Because when things go well, we
Yes.
tend to forget him.
Yes.
So he gives us some things that don't
Yes.
go well.
Yes.
Queen Kunti prays like that under his mother.
Yes.
She prays, let the calamities come more and more.
Yes.
More and more problems, more and more
Yes.
calamities, because then
Exactly. Then we remember him.
we take shelter. Please, Krishna, help me.
Yes. See, right now, if you see around the world what's happening with all the earthquakes and everything happening, it's the blessings is about to come. He's showing us humans to think, what should we be doing?
Always.
Yeah, he's telling us to go back to the chantings, come back to me, come back to me. People who believe in it, they will get the goals. They will achieve Krishna.
Yeah. So I gave two answers to my friend. I said one is that Krishna does not make the challenges at all.
Yes.
Yes, we make the challenges.
Yes.
We make the hurdles
It's our
because of
brain.
our lack of surrender. And for someone who is fully surrendered and sees Krishna everywhere, there are no hurdles, there are no challenges, nothing is a problem. And what problem is there? Really, everything is perfect. So, so first of all, it's not Krishna who makes the challenges, it is us who makes the challenges for ourselves because of our independence and our selfishness. And the second answer I gave was that because he loves us, and we, like you explained, like we aren't surrendered, we aren't fully absorbed in thinking of him, remembering him with love, then he makes arrangements to remind us that this isn't our home, that we're never going to be happy here. No matter how much we try and manipulate our lives or change things or situations, this isn't actually where we're meant to be. So he makes the universe is arranged in such a way that you can never quite be comfortable. And that is Krishna's love, that's his blessing. It's like a parent, when the child is doing something they shouldn't be doing, that's going to bring them some discomfort, some suffering, some unfortunate situation. If they're doing something they shouldn't be doing, and so you try and change that. You try and help them to realize that this isn't good for you. It may be something they're eating, it may be some activity they're doing which you think this is dangerous or this is going to cause problems for you in the future if you keep doing that. But sometimes children, they become independent and they know better, and they think, this isn't giving me any problem now, then what do you know? So, of course, so then sometimes you have to let them learn for themselves. So this is, you learn the hard way. So Krishna is like that with us too. He'll try and try and try, and he'll give subconscious reminders. This is not good. This is going to not going to bring you happiness. It's not going to bring you the peace and satisfaction and what you're looking for. But we don't listen. So then, what to do? You go and you suffer, and then you learn. Hopefully, in a lifetime. Anyway, I've got a whole thing prepared, but once I started researching for the class, I got a bit carried away, so I'm going to have to abbreviate it quite a lot. And yeah, I tried to summarize it, but it just kind of grew. I mean, the essence of what I'm trying to actually present is how important it is in everybody's life, no matter where you're at in your life and in your spiritual, practices, how important it is to try and make the chanting of this mantra, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, to try and make this a priority in your life, in your everyday life. I'm speaking as much to myself as anyone, because we get busy with things, and the things that we get busy with become important to us, and they become the priority. And the relevance and the importance of chanting Hare Krishna, we don't see that is that important. Theoretically, we know. Do you know when you're going to die? No. Nobody knows. Nobody knows when they're going to die. But if I said, are you going to die today? Probably not. But one day I'll ask you, and it will be the day. Okay? And it could be today. Yeah, we don't know. So, if we actually had that realization that we could die today, then would our priorities change?
That's right.
We don't know when we're going to die, but for some reason we think it's not today. But we don't know. But we think it's not today. We're convinced it's not today. But we don't know. If you actually thought, well, it could be today, because I don't know, would your priorities change?
Definitely.
So,
We don't remember about that.
huh?
We don't remember about that. That's the problem.
We don't remember
Yeah.
about our past.
No.
When?
That we can die today or any day.
Yeah, that was what Maharaj Yudhisthira, when he was asked
Yeah.
by Yamaraj, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, Yamaraj, his father. He said, what is the most amazing thing in this whole universe? And Yamaraj thought for a moment, and he said, the most amazing thing is that all around us, at all times, there is death. Not just humans, but all the insects, the birds, the dogs, everything is dying. All the time, at every moment, things are dying. But we don't think we're going to die. Not today.
The moment you start thinking like that, the life changes.
It does, exactly. And this is
oh God, I'm going to die today.
becomes an urgency becomes an
Go to
urgency,
the-
becomes a priority, and becomes a relevance. So, of course, a relevance, not irrelevant, but a relevance to actually take it seriously. And the thing is with chanting is that it's become so difficult in this age to meditate, become very difficult to perform austerities, it's become very difficult to do any of the processes that the Vedas actually recommend, to do them properly. So Krishna is very kind. He comes in the form of his holy name. The holy name is a person. He is so kind, whatever, if you like fish, he comes as a fish. If you like lions, he comes as a lion. If you like warriors, he comes as Parashuram. If you like great leaders, he comes as Lord Ram. Whatever you like. If you like mountains, if you like hills, he comes as Govardhan. If you like rivers, he comes as Yamuna. If you like, how many different... Hello, welcome. Are you coming in or are you staying out? So, very well done. So, whatever form, so many forms. If you like little stones, he comes as a Shila. If you like plants, he comes as Tulsi. So why not come if you like music, he comes in kirtan. If you like, if you like wood, he comes in a wooden form like Jagannath. So everything. He comes in so many ways to help us according to our desires. If you like, dressing clothes, then you can dress the Lord. You can have some deities at home and dress if that's your passion. You like jewellery, you can put jewellery on the Lord, whatever. There's so many ways that Krishna makes it easy for us. And so why not? He comes as himself, as in this form of the sound of his name. And he has all his potencies in his name. So this is a great opportunity that's been given to us in this age, that we can actually chant this mantra and achieve full spiritual realization just from chanting this mantra. And Krishna's made it so easy, he's so kind and so loving that there are no hard and fast rules. You can chant anywhere in any situation. You can't take your bead bag into the bathroom, but you can still chant. Yeah, you can chant in any situation, and you should. This is the idea, that we should actually chant in all 24 hours a day. And it's possible, even when we're working, even when we've got so many duties to do, so many things to do, we can still chant in our mind. And this is a good habit to practice. Our consciousness is determined by our words that we use, determine our actions. And you take on the qualities of those that you associate with. So if you are exposing yourself to things that are not good for your consciousness, then over time that becomes your habit, that becomes your way of living and your way of thinking. So if I give you fresh food that's very attractive, you're happy to eat it. If I give you food that is 2 months old and mouldy, then you'll reject it. You'll say, this is disgusting, I don't want it. So, in the same way, what we put in our ears, what we put in our eyes, affects us. So if we put things in our ears that are also disgusting and not conducive for spiritual life, then they will affect us. And the same with our eyes. If we're watching things, if we're scrolling and watching all sorts of things that are just degrading or have no real benefit, then over time that becomes our habit, that becomes our consciousness, that becomes our way of looking at things and our way of thinking at things. So if we make the habit to always try and Krishnaize everything, look at Krishna things, watch Krishna videos if you want to watch a video, read things about Krishna, there's so many things to read, think about, and then if you read something about Krishna or you hear something about Krishna, then you think about it and then you talk about it with other people. And this is the process. This is the process. So if you do that all your life, if you read about things about Krishna and then you think about them and then you talk about what you've read and what you've thought about with other people, as I'm doing now, and as we all do at times when we get together, then this is human life. This is what it's for, and then our life goes, and that becomes normal. Then that becomes our way of life. It's not something that we're artificially imposing. That okay, I have my life, and then I come to the Sunday feast and I do some chanting and we talk about Krishna, and then I go back to my life. No, it's okay. It's a start. It's something, but we want to make more. We want to get to the end of the journey and really feel like we've made the best value of our human body. It's a rare thing, and it goes really quick. Your youth goes very quick, and middle age goes quicker, and old age goes quick. So it's a very rare thing to have a human body. We've got a new one just starting here. How old is your child? 6 months. 6 months, yeah. So he's got his whole life ahead, right? So by the time he's 70 years old, it'll be like 2,100 almost. It will be, what will the world be like? 2,100 by the time he's an old man. So it's our duty as parents, it's our duty to try and help our children to understand what's actually important in life, what's a priority, what's real, because there's so many distractions, there's so many things to get caught up with. You have to make money, you have to, have a family, you have to do so many things, but you can do all these things, but at the same time, is somebody there?
Yes.
But you can do all these things, but you have to maintain what is actually important, because one thing's guaranteed is that you will die.
Yeah.
You will die. Your heart will stop. You won't be able to breathe. Your bodily organs will stop working, and you will have to leave your body. And Krishna says that your state of consciousness at that time will determine your next body. So whatever your state of consciousness is will determine where you go from here. Okay. So at the moment you have a human body. We all have a human body, and we have a great opportunity. Everything is laid out for us. This is what you have to do. This is the goal. You've got a tongue. You've got ears. You've got all the facilities are there for us to perfect our lives. All that we have to do is have the desire, have the strong, burning desire to want it more than anything. Prabhupada promised if you chant 16 rounds of Hare Krishna mantra every day, and you follow the 4 regulative principles, no illicit sex, no gambling, no meat eating, and no intoxication, he guarantees that he will take you back to Godhead and introduce you to Krishna personally. Okay? So yeah, it's not for the weak or the faint-hearted. You need to have some determination. You need to be convinced. There's a saying by Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. He said, the degree that you don't believe that by chanting the Hare Krishna mantra, Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, that you will fulfill all desires will be fulfilled. The degree that you don't believe that is the degree that you are an atheist. Yeah, so that's Bhaktisiddhanta. The amount that you don't believe that everything is contained within the holy name, and if you simply chant Hare Krishna, you don't have to fear anything, you don't have to worry about anything. Everything will be provided, everything will be sorted. You simply have to absorb yourself in the holy name. To the degree that you don't believe that is the degree that you are an atheist. So I haven't really done anything about my notes here, but I think it's pretty much time anyway. I actually had a really nice class organised. Yeah, we should do some japa maybe. Be nice to do some japa. So again, maybe I'll just read a little bit about, there's this verse from Bhagavatam, Srimad Bhagavatam. There's 2 main scriptures that we use, Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad is God, Gita is song. So this is the words of Krishna. This is Krishna speaking. This is God himself speaking and giving instructions. And then the Srimad Bhagavatam is the other main scripture we use. And this is words about God from others. So one is words of Krishna, one is the words about Krishna, about his activities. So in this 2nd canto, yat kirtanam, yat smaranam, yat ikshanam, yat vandanam, yat travanam, yat arhanam, lokasya sadyo vidunoti kalmasam, tajmai subhadra sravase namo namaha. So the translation is, let me offer my respectful obeisances unto the all-auspicious Lord Sri Krishna, about whom glorification, remembrances, audience, prayers, hearing and worship can at once cleanse the effects of all sins of the performer. So glorification of Krishna is done by chanting Hare Krishna. Remembering Krishna, you have to remember Krishna when you chant his names. Prayers, you are offering prayers. Hearing and worship can at once cleanse the effects of all sins of the performer. So, how great that is. How great, simply by using our tongue to say these words, that all our sins can be cleansed. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says the same thing in his Shastakam prayers. Chaito Darpanamarjanam. That it cleanses the heart of all sins. So we accumulate sins in our everyday life, just walking along, you're killing things, you're, apart from all our selfish desires. So this chanting Hare Krishna will give immediate benefit and permanent benefit. just one other thing I just want to mention. We had our donation box stolen the other day. Someone came in and took the whole box. And someone said to me, "Oh, that's terrible. You know, that actually, you know, stealing from Krishna is like the worst thing you can do." And I said, actually, we're all thieving from Krishna. There's no one that's not thieving from Krishna. We're taking things that don't belong to us. He's the proprietor of everything. And we claim them to be ours, and then we use them for our own enjoyment. How often do we get an apple and just eat it? How do we actually get that apple and with gratitude offer it to the Lord and say thank you so much? You know, how often do we acknowledge the sun and the rains, and how often do we give gratitude for everything that we're given? So we're all thieves, you know. So yes, someone takes the donation box from Krishna, and we get upset, but actually we have to look at ourselves and think, am I really acknowledging that Krishna is the proprietor of everything? He is the owner of everything, and everything belongs to him. And he gives me the things that I need. He gives me a job. He gives me money. He gives me a home. He gives me everything. But this is a way to remember Krishna. Every conversation you have with someone, every interaction, every thing that happens in your life, you can connect it to Krishna. Oh, Krishna is giving, everything is coming from Krishna. Everything. So you can, anything that comes into your life, a person, a book, food, whatever, you can, in your mind, you can immediately just acknowledge, this is a gift from Krishna. Thank you. And this will keep you in the right consciousness, and it will stop you from becoming a thief. So we'll chant some japa. Everybody got these? The japa is, for those who aren't familiar with japa, you want to try, Gaurav, or not?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
So japa, yeah, everybody's familiar. We need another few more sets. There's some on the front counter. You can have these.
No, it's all right. I can just.
Not this way. Can we use those? Yeah.
That's what I do.
They're yours. Yeah.
That's why I do. That's what I do.
Okay, so the idea with japa, this is your, you invite the Lord into your heart. He's already there, but you're, making a connection, and you're saying the mantra, you're listening to the mantra, and you're not getting distracted. Your mind will wander over this place or that place. It's like a game. It's like a game of tag. Your mind runs away, and you've got to tag it and come back. And then it runs away again, and tag it. You know that game of tag, where you got to tag something. So the mind is like that. It's always running here and there. So when we're chanting, just you, the living being, observe the mind. Don't be the mind. Don't let the mind become who you are. I'm not explaining it very well, but if we listen to our mind without discrimination, then we become. Yeah, we're not, but if we don't discriminate, if we don't use our intelligence, the mind is just like, it's accepting and rejecting. It's just like, I like this, I don't like that. oh, I like this person, I don't like this, oh, I like this food, I don't like this food. That's all it's doing all the time. And then it's running around, oh, let's go over here, let's have a look over here, what's this doing, let's look over here, what are they doing? And it's just constantly it's like a child. It's like a child, and you have to, if you let a child just run around, then there's trouble. You know? So you have to actually, you have to have some control. But if you try, it's very strong, and if you try and control it through force, you'll inevitably lose the battle. If you try and do it through your own strong will, then the mind is much stronger and much more tricky. Krishna said it's more difficult to control than the wind. So you have to engage it. You have to treat it like a friend, in the sense that when it deviates or when it tries to drag you away, you have to just say no. Later on, I'll come over with you later, but not now. I'm chanting. You want me to go and have a look at that or do that? No. Later on, I'll do that. You want me to check my phone? No, later. Okay, so we'll chant all together. So we'll start on the bead next to this one. Yeah. And we'll just go round like that. All right. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare.
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare.
Well done. So, we're going to carry on with the rest of the program, which is some arati ceremony and then some prashad. Just before we start the arati, just to wrap up
Thank you.
the theme. When we leave from here, we go back into our life again, and we can easily forget everything. And while we're here, we go, oh yes, yeah, I get it. We've got to really make it a priority. It's important. I'm going to die. My consciousness, I'm going to get another body, and it's important that we try and become Krishna conscious as much as we can. When we're dying, when we're on our deathbed, Krishna he's not concerned, he's not going to take any interest on how big a business you've made. He's not going to worry about, how good at sport you were. or it's of no interest. it's irrelevant. What he's concerned is, here's my devotee. He chanted, one round every day, all his life. I love him. This is what will matter at the end. Okay? So please, I beg you all, take it seriously. Make a commitment, that you will chant. You can chant on beads. Make just a commitment to do one round a day, at least. Start with that. Your life will become so different. You can attest to it from reading Bhagavad Gita. Now add chanting every day. A little bit of reading, a little bit of chanting. It's 10 minutes.
That's what I do.
You do too. Good. So 10 minutes a day you give to Krishna. Just 10 minutes. The rest of the day, 23 hours, 50 minutes, you can do what you want to do. For 10 minutes, you think, okay, I'm going to give 10 minutes of my day to Krishna and chant. And then you'll see what happens. Krishna is very tricky. He's known as a thief. So he will steal your heart. Next thing you know, you'll be wanting, I feel so good chanting one round. Imagine how much good I feel if I chant 2. I feel good chanting 2. Maybe I'll chant 4. Like that. And then, the other thing is, chanting on your beads is one thing. But, like I said, we're all busy. Try and practice chanting in your mind. Let's just practice now, okay, for 30 seconds. Okay, so you're going to chant the mantra in your mind.
How many times?
Just chant. It doesn't matter how many times. Okay, so see how tricky the mind is.
I was talking to someone Prabhupada sitting the other day.
Yeah. So the mind doesn't want to do it. It wants to do other things. So, but this is something that's one thing to do when you're just sitting. It's difficult to sit and do nothing and just. But when you're working, when you're walking, when you're in the shower, when you're whatever you're doing, when you're chopping the vegetables, you can chant in your mind and you can remind yourself, and you'll be surprised how you might think, yes, I'll do that. It's not easy. It's not easy, but you keep reminding yourself, chant and I can chant. And the more you do that, the more you chant in your mind when you're not chanting on your beads, then when you chant on your beads, it will be more, you'll be more potency, more real. And then when you read, your realizations will become stronger. And then when you have kirtan, you'll get more realization. So it snowballs. Everything contributes like that. So please try and chant in your mind, because we're all busy. I mean, I'm speaking from experience because that's what I've had to do, because I have a lot of services to do, and it's not an excuse, but I've found that I don't read as much as I would like, so I listen to things, and then I don't chant as much as I like, so I'm constantly trying to be, In fact, there was one godbrother of Prabhupada's, and his name was, begins with A, but I can't remember the name. He came to Prabhupada when he was leaving his body, right in the last few hours, and he asked some of the disciples, Prabhupada's disciples, said to him, about, the pure devotee is said is he's always chanting, like he's always remembering Krishna. He never forgets Krishna for a moment. And so they said, Prabhupada, he's just like in the last few hours before he left his body, he said, is he chanting? And he said, yeah, he is. And then they opened his mouth to put some water in, and he said, see, look, his tongue is moving. His tongue was moving. He was still chanting. He wasn't audible, but he was still chanting all the time. So, if you're in love with someone, you can't forget them. You're always thinking of them. How you're looking forward to seeing them. You're looking forward to doing something for them, making something for them, remembering what they look like. All these things, and their name is always in your head. Also, so and so, I love that person. So it's like that for a pure devotee with Krishna. They're in love. They just always can't forget them. Always, like that. So so please try and chant as much as you can. Come along and have kirtan. We do have if anyone is interested to come and to chant together, like japa, we can do japa in the mornings. Mornings are the best. So if anybody is interested to come for japa, let me know, and we'll. I'm usually here on a Thursday morning, every Thursday, from 5 till right through. And so you come anytime and chant some japa, or else if there's another day, we'll come if it suits you better. Any questions? Are you convinced?
Yes. I wanted to ask you, could you please talk about Ratha Yatra, because Ratha Yatra is going on
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah, Rath Yatra. I went to the Swami Narayan Rath Yatra. They had one
Yesterday?
on Saturday,
Oh, did you have it on Saturday in
William Fraser Park. Yeah, it was a little different to the Rath Yatras I've been to. But what can I say? Rath Yatra they've just had the big festival in Puri in India. 1 million people. I think one person died and 120 hospitalized because just the rush of people, it's simultaneously very sad that someone experienced that, but at the same time it's also quite everybody has to die. So if you're gonna die, pulling Lord Jagannath's cart, there's worse ways to die. It's like in front of the Lord doing service, chanting. If you're gonna go, it's a good way to go. Yeah.
It's a blessing, sir.
Yeah. So the festival itself was. What would you? I'm not quite sure what to speak about. Rath Yatra. It's a big topic. There's a lot to talk about Rath Yatra. Yeah.
I remember one year you had a big video screen up here.
Yeah.
Everybody came up to watch the whole live
Yeah.
Rath Yatra.
Yeah, that's
It's
right.
been a while.
Yeah, we've done that a few
ago.
years.
Yeah, it was a big thing.
Yeah. I think still want to go there with everybody. Yeah. Go and experience it. What part of India are you from?
Punjab.
Punjab. You both.
You've been to Rath Yatra?
You know what Rath Yatra is?
A little bit.
A little bit. It's where Lord Jagannath, who is Krishna, Baladev is Lord Balaram, and Subhadra. So that's Krishna, and his brother
And
and his sister. Yeah, so they leave the temple and they go on a big chariot and they get paraded through the streets.
Yes, of the videos, but no,
Yeah, we have the festival here in Whangarei in January, so it's a nice festival. And in fact, Jagannath is known as Lord of the Universe, but in Puri, he attracts everybody, like even Muslims, Christians, even atheists. They come
Yeah.
because he's so attractive, and it's such a beautiful festival. They get 1 million people in Puri for that festival.
And what's Gundicha Mahasana?
And what is Gundicha Mahasana?
Yeah.
Gundicha Mahasana is the cleansing of the Gundicha temple. That was the wife of the king. It was of King King Indradyumna, his wife. He built the Gundicha temple for her. Was that right?
So Lord Jagannath,
He travels from his.
the big Jagannath temple, travels up the street, the wide street, gets to Gundicha.
Yeah, and he stays there.
Yeah, they say it's his auntie's temple. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know who are the deities at the Gundicha temple.
Lord Jagannath stays there, doesn't
He does.
Yeah, he's staying there right now. Yeah.
Right.
So he'll return. He'll return on
Lakshmi
24th.
comes up there in her car
he? Yeah.
because he was supposed to be back a few days ago and didn't come. So she goes to get him and gets angry and smashes his cart.
And it's all part of the festival.
It's all part of the festival.
It's all like a big 4-day.
the extra special cut.
She does do something to it.
Her, how do they play that out? Because she has all the girlfriends.
Yeah. And there's some pastime with some sweets as well, where they.
Have you been there?
Yeah, I went there, but not for the Rath
Not
Yatra.
like this one. Yeah, have you ever been there?
Not
Mm.
during the festival.
No, you've been to Puri.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that Rasgulla thingy was that because the wife was angry, so Jagannath wanted to please him. So
Right.
so every time she stops talking, so he just put one Rasgulla in her mouth.
Right.
Yeah, so to please her. Yeah, and she got
And then he
pleased.
goes. The
Yeah.
next day he goes.
Yeah. She was angry because he didn't tell her that
But he was going.
that they were going out
Right.
like brothers and sisters only.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is bhakti yoga. This is a personal philosophy.
Yeah.
It's not a white light. It's not a Brahmajyoti kind of a peace shanti thing. It's got everything in it. It's got anger. It's got, it's relationship based. Our whole philosophy is all about relationships.
Yeah.
And this is the holy name. I was thinking about it when I was chanting, that the relationship you have with the holy name is the relationship that you have with Krishna, because Krishna is non-different from his name. So whatever relationship you have with the holy name, it's like that is your relationship with Krishna. So it's not like, oh, I just want to be with Krishna. Krishna, you're so beautiful and you're so, you're so fun, and I don't really like chanting much, but I really want to be with Krishna. it doesn't work like that. You know, chanting arts, you know, it's too hard, it's boring. But man, playing with Krishna would be fun. So the relationship you have with the holy name, with chanting, that's a symptom of your relationship with Krishna. I had a thought today, maybe Venu can enlighten me on this one. I couldn't find any information about it. But I'm saying Krishna is non-different from his name, that's fine, I understand that. But also Krishna, it says he always appears with his entourage, with his associates. He never comes alone. So, in his form as the holy name, is all his associates and entourage there also within the holy name.
So you're wondering how his associates manifest when we're chanting the name. Is that the question?
Yeah, and you know, first of all, you know, I'm assuming they are there, but I didn't find any references to it. I mean, with all the other forms of the Lord, there are other personalities that come with him, so I would assume the same would be there with the holy name.
Avivattam Namanamino, Krishna is non-different from his name. Nija Sarva Shaktis, all those potencies are inherent within his name. So if you look at it through that revelation of Nam, Rup, Gun, Parika for his associates. So first we're chanting the name, and then the Rup, beautiful form of Krishna, is reflected when we have Nishta and the purified Chitta, purified mind space, Nam, Rup, Gun, Parika, qualities of Krishna, and then Parika, his associates. You can realize his associates as Leela. So there's the term Mantramaya Upasana and Swarasika Upasana. So Mantramaya Upasana is when you're meditating on a particular scene of Krishna's pastimes. One scene, like maybe Krishna at Govardhan or something, or taking the cows out to graze. And then when that deepens, the Jiva Goswami, he uses the example of like the Ganga reaches a place where it becomes really, really wide, and it looks like it's not flowing, like a lake. So that's Mantramaya Upasana, like a still scene of Krishna. And then when your meditation deepens, it moves into what's called Swarasika Upasana, all the flow of Krishna's various pastimes, Mother Yashoda. That's why Srila Prabhupada's chanting Jaya Radha Madhava, because all of his associates are there. So first we're meditating on the Nam, and then Nam Rup Gun Parika, his associates will be revealed, and then Leela, all the Leelas of Krishna, the various pastimes. And that's one unique thing about the Gaudiya line, because in Nimbaka Sampradaya, for example, they just meditate, they just do Mantramaya Upasana. Their goal is Radha and Krishna in the Kunj. No Mother Yashoda, no Nanda Baba. Their Parosion, their goal is only Radha and Krishna in the Kunj of Govardhan. But Gaudiya, we've got all the pastimes of Krishna, Jagannath, unlimited chocolate box.
Right. Thank you very much. Jai. Jagannath Baladev Subhadra Ki Jai. Harinam Ki Jai. Okay, so let's hit party.